Hey y'all! If you don't know me, now you will officially be meeting me. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Danny. I go by DannyPhantom. I am back on the YouTube scene. I actually never ever thought this day was going to come again, but here we are. First of all, hi everybody, nice to meet y'all. Let me be real kind of informal with you guys. My name is Danlet. I go by DannyPhantom. I have been on social media since maybe like high school, and I started taking my YouTube seriously probably like my sophomore year of college. And during that time, if y'all know I was a hot girl, okay? I was outside. And now we're back with a whole new page, a whole new channel, and I'm going to catch you guys up on everything. Where I've been, what's been going on, why I stopped YouTube, and why I'm back on YouTube, okay? We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're not going to hold anything back. We're literally just going to hop straight into this video. No cut, no time wasted. Number one question, life since I graduated. Okay, so if you don't know, I graduated this past spring. Yes, this past spring last year, 2024, May 2024. I graduated college from Clark Atlanta University, baby. And I am so proud of myself, y'all. So let's just start with graduation and life before graduation and how things started going downhill for me. So if y'all seen my YouTube before, you know I used to be outside. I don't even know how to describe it, but outside. Like, I stayed at any event you would invite me to. I stayed at any club you invite me to. If you want me to go out of town, I'm going out of town. Like, anything that I could possibly do, I was there. And I was just that fun girl. Like, anything that I wanted to do, I did it. I had no careness in the world. I had some care. Like, I cared about how I looked. I cared about, you know, how I was presenting myself. But literally, I was living my life carefree. That's the best way I can put it. And I think within living my life carefree, I was always the type of person that when I was graduating high school, like, let's take it all the way back to high school. When I was graduating high school, I knew who I was at that point in time. I knew where I was going. I knew what I was doing with myself. I had goals. I had structures. I had plans. And when I got to college, like, even in high school, I was the type of girl, I was a cheerleader, I was in clubs, kind of. I was just more of an active girl in school, though. Like, I never skipped a beat to be active on my school. And I think when I got to college, I just wanted to take a break from that. Like, I didn't want to be the girl that was involved in student body, and I didn't want to be involved in this campus activity. I just wanted to enjoy my college experience and just see what college had to offer me, like, to be completely honest. And throughout that time, I made I don't want to say a lot of friends, but I made a lot of acquaintances, like people that, like, I can call you if I need something, but we don't talk all the time. Like, and you can call me if you need something, or I can call you if I want to go outside, or I can call you if I want to do this and I want to do that. And I think, like, my first year of college, because college, it makes it seem like it's going to be so long. Like, I was like 4 years, even though that went by in high school, I was like 4 years in college. Oh yeah, like, that's cool. Like, I'm gonna do that. That's no problem. Like, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, take its time, especially because COVID happened. So y'all, like, COVID put everything on a standstill. So me thinking, like, I have time to enjoy my college experience, especially because my first semester I wasn't even on campus, and then spring semester they brought us in. So my sophomore year was really like my freshman year, you feel me? And with that being said, I kind of just did anything I wanted to do, and I was getting my grades done. That was never the problem. Like, I was still on track with school, but I think I was just finding myself and discovering myself. And if you don't know, I'm originally from Maryland, and I moved from Columbia, Maryland to Atlanta, Georgia. That was the big push for me, okay? Like, that was the big drop for me. Like, if you know, you know. I might do a story time on it one day, but, like, my first experience moving to Atlanta prior to college was not okay. Like, I had a bunch of stuff going on. I was trying new ventures out here. I was modeling. I was doing a whole bunch of different things, meeting friends from like Georgia State and bonding with girls and just having new experiences. But I feel like during my experiences, I really was kind of like losing myself. Like my first experiencing modeling in Atlanta, y'all, like was not okay. Like there are men out here that are really predators. Like I realized Atlanta wasn't the type of modeling I wanted to give. Like I wanted to give New York modeling, but I was thinking that Atlanta could help me get there. And Atlanta was not that scene. Atlanta was very much music, video, vixen, club, this, that. And within trying some of these ventures, I was just like, this is not for me. Like this is not, no. Your girl ain't shaking no booty for $1. Let's clear that up. Like I never did anything out too far out of the ordinary. You feel me? Like never did anything that was like putting my reputation on the line, but I was breaking out of my comfort zone, and I didn't care who was seeing it, like who had something to say, like, cause what are you gonna say? Like, who are you to me? Like I didn't care about nobody's opinion, but at the same time I did. So I think when I had finally moved on campus, it was kind of like, oh, you know, I can relax more. I don't have to worry about like the outside of Atlanta. I can worry about the college part of Atlanta. You know what I mean? And college Atlanta is a whole different ball game and world from regular Atlanta. Like it's a whole different, like it feels like you're in a whole different bubble. You know what I mean? So during my time in college, I was literally just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself, but I wasn't really putting too much focus in it until I realized how depressed I was coming my junior year. Like junior year is when I realized like, dang, like I didn't participate in nothing on campus, nothing. And me realizing that's not who I am. Like that didn't help me with any structure. That didn't help me with any game plan. So I was just utterly shocked with myself. Like, girl, you really didn't do nothing at all. Like, are you serious? And I think realizing that I was kind of like not wasting my experience, but in a way like realizing that my time was just going by me and I wasn't doing nothing but going out, hanging with friends, eating, going out, hanging with friends, eating besides the schoolwork, but like just having that like consistency of like not really doing anything with myself. Like I started to feel depressed. But like I said, y'all, don't get it twisted up. I was still in internships. I was still in supply chain club. Like I was still doing little things to help me with my career. But for myself as a person, like I wasn't really finding myself as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense to y'all? You get what I'm saying? So throughout that time, then rolled around my senior year. And I remember this conversation I had with my mentor at my internship program. And he was like, you know, this is the time, like, you're going to have to start applying for jobs. And I think that part never registered that I was going to be actually leaving college. Like, this was no longer fun and games. Like, this is about to be the real world. And that, y'all, it's like, you know when someone just goes into shock? It's like I was in shock the whole senior year. Nobody could tell me nothing. It's like I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to do it. I was just wasting my days doing things I shouldn't have been doing, falling into bad habits, and it honestly left me in a really depressive state. And after that, I was just like sad every day, y'all. Like I was just sad every day. I was so sad leading up to graduation because I felt like I hadn't done everything with my college experience I was supposed to. I felt I hadn't accomplished everything that I wanted to in college. Like I was literally just beating myself up about this, and it was literally taking such a toll on me. Like if you know, you know, it was just taking such a mental toll on me, and I was honestly like just genuinely hurt by some of the choices I had made. And instead of me learning from those decisions, I kind of just kept repeating those same habits instead of fixing it. But I was smart enough to know like, hey, you have a problem right now. You need to fix yourself, but not doing the action of actually fixing myself. So it really didn't make it any better. After that time, I graduated college. Now, I'm going to upload some clips so y'all can see how cute I was looking. And you know what? I might still edit because I took a whole vlog of when I graduated and how all my friends and family came into town and how it was just so good for me because it would just reminded me how loved I am and how supported I am. And it made me feel so alive again. Like, it made me feel love that I feel like I wasn't feeling from people out here. And just having my friends from back home in town and having my family in town, it was just like so heartwarming. I was so touched. So let's re-roll the clip. So yeah, now y'all seen what my graduation was like. But after graduation, I was offered a job for my internship, and they offered me a full-time position, but I was going to be moving to Michigan. I think because I was already in that state where I was sad and depressed, I literally was scared. Like, I was just like, no, this can't be for me. But it's like, I want to do this, but it's like, no, I'm not ready. And y'all, the day of, I declined my offer. Like, the day I was supposed to accept, I declined my offer and told them that I respectfully don't want to do this right now. I'm not ready to do this, and I don't want to waste y'all time and sign up for it and not give it my all, because I respected them too much to feel like, I just respected them too much to allow them to have such an ugly version of me. I didn't even want nobody to see me in that kind of condition. So I was like, okay. So I was working at my current job. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay at this job. I'm going to, I was living in a student apartment as well. So I was like, I have to move out of this student apartment by like July or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna stay at this job. I'm gonna hustle for the summer, get me a new place, go back home, go see my family, and just give myself a chance to reset and find a new job. Y'all, I was resetting. I got a new place. I'm gonna give y'all an apartment tour soon, but I got a new place, so shout out to your girl. I got a new place. I fully decorated, fully furnished my place, except like still some, not fully decorated, let me not lie. Furnished my place, didn't fully finish decorating, but you see my closet is done, but it's still messy right now, so don't pay attention. But yeah, after graduation, I was still in that post-grad depression. And y'all, you know what? Let's make that a topic. Post-grad depression. Post-grad depression is so real, y'all, and it doesn't matter what you have going on, everybody feels it. That change of feeling like you're not around people that you used to see every day is different from the high school you're not around people you used to see every day. Like, high school, you're ready to get out. College is like, is this the beginning or is this the end? Like, that's literally what it felt like, and it felt like the end. Like, it's supposed to be the beginning, it's supposed to be this new start, but it felt like a big ending. Like, it felt like, I don't want to say a part of me had died, but that's what it felt like. It felt like I wasn't going to do anything after that. Like, you can't. And then another thing, I was struggling with the idea. Sorry if I'm bouncing from place to place, y'all, but that's how my brain was. But I always mentally had this idea, like, if I took a certain job, I wasn't going to be able to bounce back. Like, if that's not the job I wanted, I was going to be stuck doing it forever. And that had put that idea in my head, because everybody at my internship that worked there, like full-time, like actual workers, had been there for 30 plus years and this amount of time. And I was like, what? Like, you didn't ever want to do anything different? And it made me feel like once you get a job in the workforce, like, you're stuck doing that forever, which isn't the case. And I knew that, but mentally that's what I was like telling myself, even though I know better. But like, mentally I was beating myself up still. Even though I was getting out of my depressive funk, I was still repeating bad habits. I was drinking more than I normally did. Not like I had a drinking problem, but I was just like, you know, trying to find ways to cope. But yeah, I was just finding like coping mechanisms that weren't healthy and weren't positive, and just putting that as my new outlet. And was it doing me justice? No. And I was supposed to be, my main goal was that summer to apply to jobs within the summertime. Like, I was gonna apply to jobs in the summertime and get a job by my birthday. Did I do that? No. Okay, I did not do that. Okay, that was a part of the problem. I was literally stuck. I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. I loved my degree and I loved what I was doing, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with my degree. I didn't know what kind of job I wanted to get. And that was a beat up in its own. And do I 100% know now? No, but I have more direction now. But at that time, it was like, I can't apply if I don't know. So I just stuck to not knowing. Y'all, do not do that. Do not do that. Apply to different things, try different things, which is what I'm currently getting ready to do. Like I've been applying and I'm about to try some new jobs, but by the grace of God. So let's get into some of the positives. Oh, and if you know, you know, like at the time during the summertime too, I had also stopped going outside. Like I had stopped going to parties, stopped going to the club, stopped drinking, smoking hookah, all that dumb stuff I was doing. And I don't want to say it's dumb, because when you're in your 20s, you want to have fun, like you want to live life. But it was like, why am I living life and what am I celebrating if I don't have anything going for myself? Like that was the biggest question of all. Like, what are you outside really having the time of your life for, and you don't even have your life together? Like, who are you fooling? So I had to cut that all out. I was like, and I really haven't, I think I haven't been to the club. I only went to the club for my best friend's birthday. And that was literally like, you gonna tell your best friend no? Are you? Because I wasn't. But that was the only reason I had ever, like, that's the only other time I had actually ever went outside. Like, even now, people will call my phone, oh, Danny, you don't, like, my guy friends who all promote, they be like, oh, Danny, you don't love me anymore because you don't come outside. Oh, Danny, where you been? You not outside no more? Yeah, I'm glad. You should be glad for me. Like, do you not see I'm glowing? Like, come on now. So yeah, after not having myself together, I really was taking my time to get closer with God. I was realizing, like, I can't keep feeling lost and stuck and not actually trying to do something about getting my life together. So my dad's a preacher and my mom has always been a church woman, like never strayed from God, never seen her have her slip ups, like always just been a model example of what I wanted my relationship with God to be like. And I had told myself at the beginning of the year, one of my goals was to get baptized that year. Like I said that in the beginning of the year. And during the beginning of the year, I had actually fasted the entire month of January just to kind of give myself new structure. And as much as it helped me, because it definitely gave me a good reset to feel like, oh, like you got this. Just take your time. Even though I had some minor, like, you know, take some steps forward, you lean some steps back. But during the time of September, my mom called me and she was like, you're getting baptized. And I was like, what? Girl, what? And she was like, you're gonna come home next month and you're getting baptized. I arranged it for you. And I was just like, wow, like talk about blessings, because I had opened up my journal and seen that I had even said that I wanted to get baptized specifically that year. So to hear my mom say like, oh, I arranged for you to get baptized, like, you know. So when she set it up for me, I just knew that God was calling me and it was my time. Even though I was nervous, I was still doing bad habits, but at that time I was like, I gotta do it. Like, I can't say no. Even if I feel like I'm not ready, God's telling me I'm ready, and who am I to tell God no? So what did I do? On October 5th or the 4th, I flew home, and on October 5th, I got baptized, okay? And I'm glad to say that it's been about almost, today's the 2nd, it's 1 a.m. I'm doing this, but today's the 2nd, and in about 3 more days, it'll be October, November, December, January, February. It'll be 4 months since I got baptized. And y'all, life has been so good since I got baptized. Like literally amazing. Like, okay, hold on. Let me not lie. It hasn't been perfect. Okay, it hasn't been perfect at all. But life and my relationship with God has grown so much. I stopped drinking. I stopped doing all the other bad stuff I was doing. Anything that was like kind of stopping my relationship with God, I put it down. Now, I didn't put it down originally. It took after I got baptized to be like, girl, you really about to do this again? Like, God's voice was actively in my head and actively getting me to stop. Like, it was getting to the point where he was making me grow a distaste for the things I was doing. Like, I didn't even enjoy doing it no more. It was like I was getting more and more disgusted with myself. And I think that's one of the biggest blessings he could have ever gave me. was that I was like growing out of my bad habits. So I honestly loved that. After that, like giving my life to Christ just honestly did it for the better with me. And we're gonna get into a whole separate video about growing my relationship with God, because I want to definitely give the girls, especially the girls in their 20s, the aspect of what it's like growing with Christ in your 20s, and how people catfish shit to seem like it's the easiest thing. Once you give your life over to God, you're all peaches and cream and everything's just gonna be rainbows and angels and happiness. No. If the devil ain't attacked me harder since I got baptized, man, coming throat cut, like coming for my neck consistently. But we will do a separate video on that, so I don't want to get too much into that. Why I delete my videos? So if you don't know, I just felt like I wanted a new representation of who I was on social media. Honestly, it was a point where, because I really haven't been posting much. Like, check my stats from last year. I don't even know how many times I posted, like maybe like 3, 4. If you know me, you know I used to post every other day. Like, and not even like I was trying to build on content creation, but I was just so living my life and so having fun, whether it was getting my makeup done by Kirsten, shout out to Kirsten, or going out getting my hair done, whatever it was. Like, I was posting consistently. Like, and then it came to the point where I didn't even want to pick up my phone, pick up the camera. It came to the point where I didn't even want to look at myself in the camera. Like, I felt ugly. Like, and if you know me, I don't even have insecurities for real. Like, after getting into college, that's like, not even getting to college, because I was still that girl, but during the season of depression, that's when I was really having my like insecurities phases. Like, I was gaining weight, my face was getting fatter, my body was getting fatter, and I felt like my ass was that was the only thing that I felt like was at standstill. Not too much. So I was just depressed. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I look a mess. And then, you know, I was around people who weren't that happy with themselves as well. So I feel like that also influenced me to be like not that happy with myself. Like, when you're around people that aren't happy, you start to pick up those traits as well. So I feel like girlfriends, guy friends, like people that I was just talking to, even sometimes it could have been my family, like people that I was talking to, like just wasn't that in a good place. And I was like, wow, I have to kind of get myself out of this funk. And so when I decided I wanted to come back to YouTube, I was like, I can't be posting, I can't keep up those same videos and want to show y'all a new side of me. Like, I know it's good to keep up videos to show growth, but I didn't like the way I was representing myself before. Like, my page used to have a lot of drinking and partying on it, and that just wasn't me. Like, that's not who I am. And I was like, I'm trying to be a new person. I'm trying to be a businesswoman. I'm trying to be a woman of God. And who would I be trying to show y'all? Like, I'll tell y'all about it because these are my experiences. I'm not ashamed of it. It's who I am. It's what I lived. And I am proud of the woman I'm becoming. But I don't want y'all to see that side of me anymore, you know? So I had to definitely archive all my videos. They're not permanently gone. They're just archived. Yeah, just no longer up. No longer on the page. Yeah, you can't find them unless you go record it up. Yeah. You can only find me in somebody else's video, like Brianna. If y'all want to see me having some fun, go to Brianna's page, okay? That's where y'all can go. But yeah, so I deleted all those videos. Like, that's just not me. That's not who I am no more. Like, there's no need for me to be showing that type of side of myself. Like, y'all are gonna see a better side, like a better version of me. So I wanted to give a fresh, clean slate to myself. I might even change my name. Like, I might go by Dan Led. Like, should I go by Dan Led? I love DannyPhantom, and I think that's who I am still as a person. Like, DannyPhantom was that party girl, but DannyPhantom now is gonna be a reinvented girl. But it's like, should a reinvented girl have a reinvented name? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So that's something else I'm thinking about as well, but haven't, like, you know, finalized that. And lastly, like, we're going to talk about some of my goals for 2025. So I'm going to show y'all. I normally don't show people my vision board. This year I did make a vision board. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this year I did make a vision board, and I'm just going to talk about some of the stuff on my vision board. Okay, one habit I was really bad at, especially in college, was saving my money. Like, I'm not going to lie, I had this one friend, right? And we're not friends no more. But I have no like bad ill will towards that girl. And we met my sophomore year, and she was probably like a sister at the time, and we just kind of had a falling out. But during that time, she told me about how she just kind of blew her whole refund check on shopping and this and that. And I was like, me being judgmental, I'm like, girl, why would you do that? Why would you just spend all that money? Like, you're supposed to save those refund checks. Like, you're literally gonna owe that back. What did my dumb self go and do? College, I was just spending my refund check money left and right. Like, I mean, I was using it on responsible stuff like my, you know, what is it called? My rent, my stuff like that, because I had scholarships, so I was using it responsibly. But my birthday also always rolled around in the beginning of the school year. I'm born September 5th, 5-star. Ask Lil Wayne, you know, I don't got nothing else to say, but ask Lil Wayne. So, you know, I'm born on the 5th, so my birthday always rolled around in the start of school. That refund check, first one hit, always right before the birthday. And going back to school is expensive. You spend a lot of money. So I'll be needing that money around my birthday. So I used to just spend money. So one of my main goals is to make sure that I'm saving this year. Like, really just saving my money. Like I told y'all, I'm really working on my relationship with God. So one of my main goals is to have discipline. And I have on here, it says, don't spend another year doing the same shit. Like, I want to be able to grow. Like, I'm tired of saying I want to see growth and not doing it. And, you know, with it being the second day in February, I am so proud to report the growth that I've had this like, just this beginning of this year so far. Like I said, before I wasn't applying to jobs. And look, like, that's an email from a job. Before I wasn't applying to jobs, this whole month, I never had more dedication applying to jobs and putting myself out there and stepping out of my comfort zone and doing what I need to do. Like, I was doing my shiz naive. And so I'm really proud of myself for that. So I told myself this year I definitely want to have more discipline, and that's what I'm working on. I also really, like I said, working my relationship with God. Like Psalms 46 verse 5, I put on here, God is within her, she will not fall. And I think that's really important because I realized the main structure that I was missing in my life was my relationship with God. The reason why I wasn't feeling myself and wasn't feeling like I could do this on my own is because I can't do this on my own. Like, nothing has made me feel better than like being in my season of isolation that God put me in and learning him for myself and seeing how I can call on that man in any situation I'm in. Like, no funny, y'all. Like, even when I feel like I can't, he reminds me that I can. Even when I don't, he reminds me that he's still there. And that's something that it's like I'm still learning to understand, but I love it and I appreciate it so much. 2, another thing on my list, YouTube, getting my YouTube plaque, getting back on my game, talking to y'all, like just really like having it. And I think I'm gonna have it. What y'all think? Clock that T. Yeah. Next thing on my goal, I really want to start playing volleyball again. So in high school, well, before high school, I used to play like club volleyball when I was in middle school because I always like had an interest in volleyball. And I did it like my freshman year, and then my sophomore year, I kind of couldn't do it because I didn't make grades, y'all. Like, and that's what made me start doing cheer. And honestly, well, you have to make grades for cheer, but cheer was also a winter sport. So I didn't make grades in the fall, and during the winter time, I started doing cheer, and I never turned back. And I loved it so much. It taught me so much. It was such a better community for me because I had such a sisterhood within cheer. But anyways, I really want to start doing a sport again because I've been telling myself I want to work out more, but I feel like I work out better when I have a sport that, like, something that keeps me interested in the sport, or something that keeps me interested within like the activity that I'm doing. So I definitely told myself I want to start doing volleyball this year. That's a big goal of mine. Like I said, being in my Bible more, y'all, like traveling if I can, like, but like I said, my main goal is to save money, and the other goals I'm just gonna keep to myself. Get a new job. In Jesus' name, I'll get a new job. But yeah, I'm just keeping those other goals to myself. And yeah, so I'm really just excited, y'all, to share this new version of me with you guys and really just grow and feel like I'm here for y'all. Y'all here for me. We're one big happy family, like Barney, or what's that one thing? We are family. I got all my sisters sisters with me. Yeah, on that type of vibe, you know. And to any of my friends watching this, thank you for y'all support, because my friends and family have been a support throughout my time during this, especially like my friend Brianna. Brianna, I know you're gonna watch this, and I love you so much because you have been so helpful through like just keeping me motivated, and you're such an amazing person. But even my best friend, I love you too, because she always reminds me that, like, without even having to say anything, like, she reminds me that I can get to where I want to be, because I look at my best friend and just see where I want to be in life, and just see, like, the motivation and energy she has just to keep pushing herself. And I aspire to be like that, and I will be like that. And that's why it's important to have a good circle around y'all, because it's important to have your friends inspire you on so many different topics. But another thing I really gathered this year is making sure I have the right circle around me. I feel like in high school I thrived because of the circle of friends I had around me, and in college I didn't thrive. Well, I did, but I didn't thrive the way I wanted to because of the people I chose to keep around me. And listen to y'all mamas, because my mama told me that and I didn't listen, and she had a big I told you so moment when the time came. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can't wait to keep sharing my life with you guys and my new journey, and just show y'all my growth and progress, just to give y'all a reminder that, like, this can be your progression too. You can do it. If you are in a tough space, if you are in a dark space, if you are a girl or boy or whoever getting ready to graduate high school, college, your master's, your graduate program, whatever you're doing in life, don't let yourself, you can be your worst enemy. You can be your worst enemy. Do not allow yourself to be your worst enemy. You will never feel a pain that you will feel than beating yourself up. It really does you no justice. I don't know what religion everybody follows. If you are religious, if you are not religious, pray to God. God is always going to be there for you, okay? He's going to get you through them hard times. And believe in yourself and change your circle, change your surroundings, change who you're with. Talk more positive in yourself. Power of the tongue. Remind yourself who you are, that you are that girl or that guy, and you stand strongly in who you are. You're going to make mistakes and you're going to be okay, okay? And that's for being on a woman in your 20s, okay? But again, I said like 3 times, thank y'all so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share one thing that you related to in this video, or something that you may be going through. I want y'all to be able to DM me on my Instagram as well, because I'm always here to talk to the girlies that may need help getting out of their funk. And I love you guys so much. Bye.
Say nothing's wrong at all.